for to translate accurately from English to Korean and from Braille to English to help you guide?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you speak? A little trouble hearing you or phone?
Is it better?
Yes. Sir, I'm going to put the public defender standing next to you to turn.
Mr. Bon côté avocat.
You understand?
Comprendre?
Oui, comprends. Qual c'est pas Pierre Boca?
Yes, I understand. He said, going
Amount of battery violence.
je en compte violence.
I do find let's hear from the victim. Ma'am, do you also need a
Yes, please.
Okay. What is your name?
Christina.
Can you please raise your hand? Swear to tell the truth and nothing but the help you God. An interpreter, ma'am?
Please.
Well, after I speak, understanding, wait for okay?
Okay.
Let's do it because he's here as well. Okay. Do you want to have contact with him?
Oh.
From the state? Anything from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right. I'm inclined to $4 for the case of no contact purposes.
Quel est à 3500 $.
Anything from the state?
From the state, Your Honor.
To set at $3,500, no contact with the victim or residence.
Bon là, li arrangé 500 $, sans compte victime là, et séparé.
I think that's our Creole case, correct? Interpreter. Key call.
Judge, we're going to waive custom.
Okay. All right, I'm going to point the public defender, Mr. Constant. He is here on a charge of assault with a deadly weapon, a prior bond for looks like traffic property than a conveyance. I'm inclined to revoke that bond, set a bond of $10,000 in the case. Anything in the state?
Yeah.
Anything?
Yes, Your Honor. He's on bond for adjudicating and his 1 year mark for IT. So the judge is just going to re-release him. We just file another motion. He's already been adjudicated.
He's based on that. You can't get back in jail.
No action on the first case. On 10,000. No contact with the scene. Thanks.
Good afternoon, Your
All right, Mr. Sanks, I'm going to point you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
I do.
One count or conveyance. Find probable cause. I'm inclined to anything from defense.
Yeah.
Bond is at $500. You have the right to speak. I'll lie if you want. I would urge you to see your attorney first.
And I just left law school in California, and this is my fault. You normally
Sir, I would right to speak. I will allow you if you want to. I would urge you to speak with your attorney before you do that. Which is,
no, sir, it's fine.
all right, what do you want to say?
Normally close at 7, and they closed holiday hours yesterday, and no excuse. I was there.
On the set at $500. No turn. coffee, Flores Coffee.
Yes, Your Honor.
Coffee is charged with 3 counts. First count, attempted robbery with a deadly weapon. Then to a building. Count, criminal mischief greater than $1,000. Was your attorney? Do you understand? Can I get a verbal? All right. Probable cause on all 3 charges. I'm inclined to set $100 on $1,000 from the state. Anything from this?
Oh, yeah.
25. Good day. Next up is Jeff Alchemy. Richard Shion. Felicia. All right. Sir, I'm going to appoint the you to serve. All right. I see he's got out of convictions for assault. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not a PDR. Sir, you're charged with battery by strangulation, domestic violence, and battery domestic violence. Probable cause on both charges. I'm inclined to $1,000 on the state. Anything for offense?
Turn.
$10,000 on count 1, on count 2, no contact with residences, one-time return on. Sir, no contact means no contact of any kind. You can't text message, you can't email, nothing. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Melvin Hutchins. Are you Mr. Hutchins? I'm going to put a defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand? So you said? Okay. You were charged with 1 count with battery by strangulation, domestic violence. 5 probable on the charge. Did you see battery, violence, and aggravated assault with a deadly, including one this year? Find on a 10 contact and separate residences from the state.
I have a PC challenge for the back strangulation. The 400 that alleged victim to lose consciousness based on the state must normal breathing. Say that it's consciousness, and she can say she couldn't breathe.
Do you lose consciousness when someone's breathing?
In the 400 document that you couldn't breathe, lost consciousness. One of those. Yes.
I submit that.
What's the statute number? Isn't it
784.41.
Let me look it up. Let's see what it requires. It's normal breathing. It does not say they have to pass out or come close to passing. Impede breathing.
I'm just referring to the document. Normally, the victim officer will say, "Did you breathe? Did you lose consciousness?" She could not. She said she was out of consciousness.
Again, lay language is that she was causing her to.
There is probable cause. It was needed on the four corners of the affidavit. There's also violation. All right. It's going to be no bond on violation of probation. $10,000 on the battery by strangulation. Contact with the victim, separate residences. Okay, bring him in. All right. Mr. Alsimi? I'm next to you to serve as your
Sir.
the two counts. First count, resisting with violence, battery, domestic violence. What is your name?
Shantia Evans.
And do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and the truth, God? Ma'am.
No.
Anything else? No. Thank you. If probable cause on both charges, his convictions. Year months ago, at 2,500 on count one. No contact, separate residence, or anything from the state.
There you go.
All right, it's 2,500 on count one, 5,000 on count two. No contact, separate residences. Sir, no. You can't call, you can't visit, you can't write, you can't email. You. Any attempt to contact whatsoever will be a violation of your condition, and you would be paying your trial. Do you understand? Christopher Jones. Jones? Mr. Jones, I'm going to pull up standing next to you, attorney. Are you charged with aggravated battery on a pregnant person, battery, domestic violence?
Yes.
Ma'am, do you want contact? Anything from the state? Anything from the defense? All right. Bond is going to be $3,500. No contact for residents. Time for law enforcement. No contact means no contact of any kind. That means you cannot visit, you cannot call, you cannot write, you cannot email. Understand? Any attempt to victim violence conditions, bond may be revoked, and you may be in jail pending your trial. Do you understand? All right, have a good day, sir. Alana Nolan. All right, Ms. Nolan, appoint the defender next to serve as your today. You understand? All right, ma'am. One of child abuse. Do you find probable cause? I'm in class at $5,000 with a condition and all other orders from the state.
No, Your
Set at $5,000 with the condition of complying with all DF orders. Hassam Rishmawi. Okay. Are you Mr. Rishmawi? All right, sir. I'm going to point the public defender next to you to serve as your attorney.
Thank you.
Sir, you are charged with 3 counts: strangulation, domestic violence, battery, and obstructing justice, witness enforcement. A victim, Ma'am, would you please raise your right hand? The whole truth and God. Do you want contact with him?
I'm not sure you're
I can order him to have contact, or I can say he can't have contact with you, ma'am. Answer what you want.
have contact.
That's hostile.
Anything?
Yes. Do you want to return back to the residence?
Never known him to be violent, but he's always very loving and you know, he's
Okay. Any other questions? Excuse, thank you. All right, folks, I do see prior conviction of domestic violence. I'm going to set bond at $5,000 on count 1, on count 2, $2,500 on count 3, with the condition of no hostile from the state from defense. Bond is, as I stated, hostility of any kind. You can't even raise your hostility line toward be a violation of your bond conditions. Your bond may be revoked, and you may stay in jail pending your trial. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sal is.
Yes, sir.
Are you Miss Salisbury?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be defender standing next to the service attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
Ma'am, you assault, domestic violence. I lost the charge against you. $3,500 contact. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from defense?
Nothing.
All right, bond is set at $3,500 contact. Ma'am, no contact with the victim. There's no contact of any kind. You can't call. You can't visit. You can't email. You can't text. You understand? Here we go. Ultim. Are you Mr. Alaya? All right. Sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you, sir.
Sir.
All right. So you're by touching your will cause eligible for PDR. I'm inclined to grant it.
No contact.
Anything from defense? Sir, trial release, no contact with the any kind. You can't even text, nothing. You understand?
Sir.
All right. Pretrial release will stick with you before you leave. Brent. Mr. Brent, I was your attorney today. So you're charged with count of battery by touching witness. Ma'am, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth so help you God? Ma'am, do you want to have contact with him?
Yes, sir.
You live together?
Yes, I do.
You want to come home?
Yes. And I also told the cop I don't want I just pray simply there to do further. So I didn't I made it very clear was not anything. So
Anything?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, anything but excuse me, ma'am. Thank you. She's got a very rap sheet. Convictions for cocaine, concealed weapons, aggravated assault, forgery with evidence, criminal violation. I'm inclined to set at 75. No hostile contact, anything from the anything from defense.
No, Your Honor.
$7,500. No hostile contact, no any kind. You can raise your voice. Hostility whatsoever. You're in violation of your bond condition. Revoked, and you may state trial. Do you understand? Sir. Diana Brunson. Ms. Brunson, I'm going to appoint the defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand? I'm going to appoint the public defender as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're charged with one battery against you. I see eligible for PTR. I'm inclined to agree with a no comment separate residences from the state.
There you go.
Anything from defense?
Turn, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right, ma'am. One time turn granted. Be set on pretrial release. The conditions of your release is not permitted to contact victim at all. That means you can't call, you can't write, you can't visit, you can't text, you can't email. Any attempt whatsoever to contact victim will be a violation of your bond conditions, your bond release conditions. Your release may be revoked. You may stay in your trial again.
Yes, but where is he supposed to? He's like, he's my husband.
You're not permitted to return to the residence here. All right. Crawford. Mr. Crawford, I'm a defender standing next to you. All right. You're charged with one count of battery by touching or striking. I do find probable cause. He's eligible for PTR. I'm inclined to grant the PTR with no comment from the state.
Yeah.
Sure. You're going to meet trial release before you leave with you. One of the conditions of your release and have any contact whatsoever with the victim. Means you cannot write, call, you cannot text, you cannot email. Any time will be a release condition. Your release may be revoked, and you may. Good day, sir. Don Cruz. Good afternoon, Cruz. I'm going to appoint the public defender next to you, attorney. Do you understand?
Sir.
Battery, domestic violence. I do find charge. I'm inclined to with no contact, separate residence, and from the Fed.
Time return, Your Honor.
Sir, you're going to get a pretrial release. They're going to discuss that with you. Your release, contact them. That means no contact of any kind. You can't visit, you can't email, you can't text, nothing. Attempt to contact the victim will be a violation of your release conditions, and you may be the release may be revoked, and you in your trial. Nathalie Devlin. Pronounce your last name. Say it again. Ms. Desalines. The public defender stands next to you to serve as attorney. Okay. You with one count of bad. You find problem with the charge against you. I'm inclined to set on $500. No. Anything from defense?
I would ask you to lower the bond $1,500. I understand the nature of the offense. Have any convictions, and she's also
State.
I want to have her know that it appears that she might not be here lawfully in the United States. According to the
Where's the indication?
well, because the defendant is an illegal alien, I don't have so when I say it appears. That's
She's been here since she lives in Orange County. She works, she's employed here. Judge, she's here since she started.
indicates she's not employed.
Bonds remain at $3,500. Contacts for residences. Wait, hold on, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. A different. Richard Dunn. Are you Richard Dunn? Yes, sir. All right, Richard Dunn. Yes, sir. You're violation of pretrial conditions. Yes. And for that, a pregnant person in false probable cause to revoke our bond. In this case, at $10,000. Anything from defense? All right. Prior bond is revoked. Bond in this $10,000. Separate residence.
Are you setting that no bond?
I'm sorry.
The one that the case that you wrote, you're setting that no bond.
The case I'm on the prior case. No bond on the prior case. Anthony Gavin. All right, Mr. Collin. Mr. Gavin, I'm going to defend next to serve as your attorney. You understand? Sir. So you're charged with one count of bad by you do find probable cause and charge against you. I'm inclined to give the PR anything from the state.
no problem.
Anything from the
Objection,
defense?
ma'am. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Sir, I'm going to put you on pretrial release with contact and separate residences. You cannot go to the residence of the victim. You can't have any contact with the victim whatsoever. It means no calls, no calls, no texts, nothing. Do you understand? Walter Jared. I'm going to put a public defender standing next to you to serve. So I'm going to serve one of battery violence. I find $1,000 against you. I'm inclined to grant it with no contact, separate residence, anything from.
There you go.
All right, sir. You're going to make a choice before you leave. We're going to explain that process to you. One of the conditions is that you may not contact the other. That means you can't visit, you can't write, you can't text, you can't call. Any attempt to contact will be a violation. Your case may be revoked, and you stay in jail pending your trial.
Yes, sir.
Hart. Offender standing you to serve.
Yeah.
Okay. You're charged with one count of battery domestic violence. Would you please raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? What's your relationship to him?
My baby father.
Okay. Do you want to have contact with him? Your contact, no contact. Want contact with him? Want to contact you, or do you want me to say contact you?
We have a child together.
Yes, ma'am. Do you want to contact? Yes or no? That's mine first, ma'am. Do you want to contact you, or do you want me to order him not to contact you? Answer. Are you okay, ma'am? there something
Yeah.
wrong?
For my child.
No,
Anything from the, anything from, all right, ma'am, you're excused. All right. Final separate residences. Anything from defense?
Oh, Your Honor.
Sir, no contact of any kind. You cannot visit, you cannot call, you cannot email, you cannot text message. Any attempt whatsoever to contact the victim. And you may pen your child. Okay, good day to you. Mrs. Haynes.
Yes, sir.
Are you Mr. Haynes?
Sir.
Mr. Haynes, I'm going to keep defender standing to serve as attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you find problem? Sir, you're charged with one count of battery by striking on you find cause. You qualify for our criminal history. I'm not inclined to put $5,000 contact in separate residences. Anything to say? Defense.
Yes, Your Honor. You can lower 100.
in your discretion, 10
$5,000 and position. No to the victim. Sir, no contact means no contact of any kind. You can't visit, you can't write, you can't email, you can't call. The violation of your release conditions revoked, and you may stay in your trial. Good day to you, sir. Xander Netzov. Are you Mr. Kuznetsov? Yes. All right, Mr. Kuznetsov, appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney.
Yeah.
So you're charged with one count of battery violence victim.
My name is Victoria.
Can you raise your right hand? To him.
I'm his girlfriend.
Have contact with?
I want to contact with him, and I want him to.
Okay. Anything? Anything?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, I'm your. Thank you. All right. He qualifies for the condition of hostile conduct and no use of alcohol from the state.
There you go.
From the defense. Sir, no hostile contact means hostility where you can't even raise your voice. Be a violation of your police conditions, and you may be you understand your trial. Do you understand? No alcohol whatsoever. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Good day to you, sir. LeBron. I don't know. All right. Are you Miss LeBron? On domestic violence, I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Understand? Folks, I'm inclined to grant the TR with no contact. Anything from the state?
There you go.
Anything from the defense?
Your Honor.
On condition of your pre-release, you're going to be the pre-trial. One of the conditions is you can contact the alleged victim.
Contact.
Okay, I mean, you can't write. Do you understand? Okay. Do you? I can't give you legal advice. Darnell Moore. Are you Mr. Moore? All right. You're charged with one count of violation of pretrial conditions. You also bond for another case. I'm going to defend your state next to your attorney today. All right. My bond, that bond in this case of $10,000 from the defense. All right. Bond in the case vote. Bond in this case is set at $10,000. Good day, sir.
Any conditions?
Sorry, no contact. Are you Stacy Moore?
Yes, sir.
Standing next to you, serve as your. So you're charged with one count of violation of domestic violence injunction. I find probable cause on the charge against you. You've also got a bond for aggravated domestic violence. I'm inclined to bond, set bond in this $10,000 with no contact and separate residences. Anything from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll ask that you take no action on the out of case. The district did come to the definition of prosecution and has been shared with the prosecutor in that case. Just ask you based on those circumstances, and I do have.
Sir, right to speak, sir, but I strongly urge you to speak with your attorney before you make any public statement. Okay.
I'm not questioning counsel provided that, but I made dishes of that you're not arrested. Bond.
I'm going to know bond. Bond in this case is $7,000. No contact. If you contact that person again, it's extremely likely that you revoke your bond. You understand? It's extremely likely that if so you're charged with one count of battery domestic violence. I do thoughts. I'm that separate residents and from the state.
No, you're
Anything?
Can release him on his conviction, resisting without violence, totally different. Far from the post financial bond.
State.
It's not just the drug possession, it's drug dealing charges, and he's violated crimes.
Release. Bond. No contacts. Is there no contact? There's no contact time. Call, you can't write, you can't visit, you can't text, you can't email. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Was there Mr. Carroll, we defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Stand. Charged with one domestic violence charge against you. I'm inclined to grant the no contact. Anything
There you go.
from defense?
Yes, Your Honor, I have a probable cause challenge. This was mutual combat. It was with his sister, and they both made statements as one another. It doesn't, four corners of the document, determine who.
In the court's discretion.
Sir, I'm finding that there's no probable cause. That does not state charges. I'm simply finding the probable cause to you pending the charges, okay? There's no court. If you get any notices to show up to court, your charges are not gone, but I'm finding the state not a problem at this time. Are you Mr. Edward?
Hey, how you doing today?
Well, how are you? I'm appointing next to you, attorney
Yes, I
charged with one count of domestic violence. I advise for Pete's decline to grant no contact separate anything from the
No.
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Contact victim. You cannot text. Any attempt whatsoever to contact the victim of violence may be revoked. You may sit in jail. Do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So walk. Are you Ms. Walker? Ms. Walker, understand? Can I get a verbal response, please? Sir, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth?
My name is Kendrick.
What is your relationship to her?
She's my girlfriend.
Want to contact with her?
Yeah, there was all misunderstanding. Like, and cops just they made themselves involved. The cops were never involved. Why talk because it happened? It was always going to go, and then we both go to jail. I told you, I hope you're recording because first off, you just and he wasn't like she didn't hurt me. Thing. He was.
Sir. Anything for the witness? Defense, anything for the witness? Thank you. All right, I'm inclined to grant the release, no hostile contact from the state.
Objection.
One of the conditions I'm putting on is no contact. It means you cannot even raise your voice. Understand? Any however, your pretrial release conditions, pretrial release may be revoked, stay in jail. Okay, good evening. All right, we got two cases. Mr. Beauregard, appoint the understanding next return. All right, you're charged with one count of burglary of a conveyance. He has two prior cases for which he is out on bond. One burglary of a conveyance with battery, and one is kidnapping, aggravated assault. Right. Means on one judge did not revoke the bond.
Here now.
Both the prior bonds are revoked. Bond in this case, $7,000.
On the case number.
Did you say something, counsel?
Yeah, sorry. Case number 2 CF 17 and taking on count, just revoking count.
I have in that, the only count I have is burglary of conveyance with battery.
Okay.
That's the only I have. In other case, 225423 AF, have intent kidnapping, aggravated assault, motor vehicle, and revoking bond in that, in all in that case.
Thank you.
This case at $10,000. Reset. Nelson Figueroa.
Yes.
Are you Mr. Figueroa? Yes. Mr. Figueroa, I'm going to help the defender standing next to you as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. You are charged with counts: possession of cocaine, physical evidence, and possession of cannabis less than. And then I have him out on for a possession of MDMA. Correct?
I'm not out on bond. Taking my time for that.
I have him as out bond in CF 1.
I did 30 days and then they dropped 3 days. They dropped it.
For our judge, so it's still open, but.
Days drop just means he is released on the number of charges. And I want to file because he's so far behind with drug testing.
I did, but nothing. All they caught me was
Sir, you have a right to speak all day to if you want, but I would strongly urge you to speak with your attorney privately before you make any statements. Every say.
The state doesn't object you setting a bond on this case.
I'm one. Do $500. Count three $100. Both bond from the state.
Oh, Your Honor.
All right. On that as I state. No more.
Yes, sir.
Right. All right. So you're charged with one count of grand theft degree of a motor vehicle. I'm going to point you to the defender standing next to you to serve. Did you understand? All right. I do find given his. How old, sir?
Just turned
All right. juvenile, there's convictions on to 25 PTR conditions from the state.
No.
Lowered to 1,500.
Am I wrong?
Wrong, Judge.
On to set at 25 PTR conditions.
No conditions for pretrial?
No additional, no other conditions. Good day to you, sir. Courtney Guther. Are you Miss Guther? Am I saying your name correctly?
Courtney Guther.
I'm sorry?
Courtney Guther.
Guther?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Guther. I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you are charged with, ma'am, you are charged with 3 counts: robbery with a firearm, larceny, grand theft of more than $750, less than $5,000, and use of a two-way communications device to facilitate a felony. I do find probable cause on all 3 charges. I'm inclined to set bond at $5,000 on count 1, $2,500 on count 2, and $1,000 on count 3. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from defense? No, Your Honor. All right, bond is set. I'm going to appoint the public defender for Ms. Kimball. She is charged with 1 count of possession of methamphetamine. On at $1,000, I find probable cause.
Honor.
Bond is set at $1,000. Possession condition, no possession of or control, possession use of illegal substance.
Yes.
Mr. Bond?
Sir.
Charge count assault with a firearm. I'm going to point your attorney. Understand?
Yes, sir. I want to.
Sir, you have a right to speak. Sir, you have a right to speak. I will allow you to if you want. I would strongly speak privately before you make any statements. Everything you say is being recorded. Privately?
Yes.
Okay. Counsel, people outside what you want to do.
Continue.
Probable cause. Am I right? Our conviction for attempted homicide?
I don't know. What slide that is, Your Honor?
Pardon?
I can't tell from this extensive criminal history that's kind of consistent.
All right. The condition of no possession of firearms. Lovely Burrows. Two cases of Mr. Lovely Burrows. He is charged with carjacking with a firearm. grand theft of the third degree. In the second case, he is charged with law enforcement. Identified probable cause on all charges. So, yes? So I'm going to appoint the public defender. Understand? Probable charges. On the charge of $20,000 for the firearm, $20,000, armed kidnapping, $20,000, grand theft third degree, $2,800, false ID enforcement, $2,200.
Your Honor, with respect to the robber, the state's asking for no.
Is that all I found?
Yeah.
Based on criminal history, you during your discretion.
I am going to bond the robbery charge. He can go before the division judge. Charging is $20,000. Armed is $20,000. Grand theft is $5,000. And bond is $100. No bond on the robbery of the firearm. Joshua Mann.
Your Honor.
Jelonte Pastuli. Or Mr. To appoint the public defender standing next to serve as your attorney. So you're charged with a motorcycle in the third degree. I find cause on the bond $100 in the state.
No.
The $25. All right. Mr. Patrick will be set. Carlos Paz. All right, Mr. Paz. Eric House. All right. Mr. Turner. Mr. Your turn. Do you understand?
Yes.
With counts, possession of greater than $750, $5,000, and of case an amount less than 20. I do find charges on 35 on count 1, 1,000 on count 2, and on count 3 with the condition of the state.
No.
Anything?
Oh, Your Honor.
Set as 35 count 1, 1,000 on count 3, possession of substances. Angel Valdez Hernandez. Joel Enrique Rodriguez. Gabriela Ms. Sander, I'm going to appoint the public defender to serve your term. All right, Sander is charged with driving for possession of cocaine and possession of drug. I do have probable cause charge against you. I'm not inclined to revoke anything. State.
Your Honor, in fact, I've not served on the defense.
Defense? You want to?
I'm sorry, on what, Judge?
No valid. And the state has objection on the drug charge.
I got to resolve the case. Thank you.
All right. Bond is set at $1,000 on the case with the condition of driving without a valid driver's license. Keith
This officer without license at 500.
I'm sorry.
He had two cases where you.
Gabrielle, two cases?
Yes.
The other one was the case.
Resisting officer without bound. No.
Yes.
On second case.
I don't have it on my list, but
It's 23 M. 2 AM.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Apologize.
All right. I'm sorry. Otherwise. On $1,000 in the resistance case. All right, ma'am, you're also resisting an officer without violence, without cause. As I said, bond is set at $1,000 and $1,000 without cause. I'm going to point the public next.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Sir, I'm going to point the public standing right there, serve as your attorney for this hearing today. Do you understand? Sir, we have headphones that will amplify the voice.
No, I really can't. I mean, I can hear, but
You have headphones, so it'll pump down into your ears.
you can try it. I mean, see.
So,
Let me read it. Mr. Cal, can you hear me? All right, Cal, I'm going to point the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney today. Do you understand? Sir, you were charged with one past property due for cause on state.
You know, in cross.
can't see.
No, I can't see. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yes,
And if you're not a United States citizen, you could be subject.
No, I don't need that. Yeah. It's hard right there. I know. I didn't. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a chance to review the plea form?
Yes, sir.
Have a chance just with,
We did a little bit earlier today.
have you spoken to your attorney as much as you would like to?
Yes, sir.
Any questions or additional
No.
discussions you'd like with your attorney before you?
No, just a bad business understanding.
Okay. Sir, you had a chance to discuss it with your attorney as much as you would like.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel that you understand the plea form?
Sir.
Okay, would you enter a plea?
Sir.
Sir, on the charge of trespassing, how do you plea?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to accept the plea, adjudicate sentence into time and cost. Cost? For the court cost, $73. You have 1 year to pay. Ivan Morella. You, Ms. Morella? Ms. Morella, you were charged with one count of inhalation and possession of harmful chemicals. I'm public defender to serve your attorney. I do find a plausible charge. I'm the bond at $2 anything from the state.
It's offering time served in court code.
All right. So with your attorney. To review the plea form.
Sir.
Did you have a chance to discuss it with your attorney as you want to?
Yes.
Do you feel the plea form?
Sir.
Do you have any additional questions for your attorney?
No, sir.
Okay, do you want to plea?
Yes, sir.
On the charge of possession of harmful chemicals, how do you plea?
Test.
All right, accept the plea. I'm going to indicate it guilty. Sentence to served. The court costs? Costs are $300 must be paid within 1 year. How are you?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Sander?
I'm sorry.
Are you charged with count of arresting an officer with the public defender to represent you? I do find probable. Set a bond of $5 anything from the state.
Objection denied.
not going to enter into the plea, Judge.
All right. Rebecca Undella. Ms. Undella, I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve your term. Understand? And you were count of larceny, other theft, you find cause in the charge. Is there an offer? On to set at 250, no return to the scene. Mr. Chappelle? Mr. Chappelle, I'm going to appoint the defender standing next to you, your attorney.
Yes, sir.
He is County Warrant from Columbia. I have him on a prior bond in Orange County.
Action on that case, division case, and has no action, so you can post on or transport to.
Your Honor. I ask you.
Was the Columbia bond warrant after your bond case?
I can't tell you that for me, to be honest with you.
So I don't know if the Columbia occurred in the rest of your.
I can't say that.
All right, I'm going to no action it. The bonds of the Columbia what they are. Samuel Miller. Okay. All right. Mr. Taylor. He's here from on a Indian River. $2,000 there. I'm not $2,000. I'm not going to change it. It's supposed to be transferred in. All right. So and Vargas Camp. Your name correctly, Vargas Camp?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm standing next to you to serve as your attorney.
Yes, sir.
She's on a violation of probation. One case, and a second case. Possession of MDMA, possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting violence. The VOP was updated to change address, failing to report.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go the drug one is at $1,000. Count $500, count 4 at $500. Condition, no possession of illegal substances. All right. Kevin Estrada. Kyla. All right. West. Good afternoon, Mr. West. I'm going to appoint the public defender next year. Understand? Mr. West, no violation. Make an offer.
The city, but I have no objection. I'm sure the court. Some of the only prosecutor rooms.
I'm not going to. Prior bond, same charge. Not going to revoke the prior bond. On case set at $250. Account one. Are you Valerie Clone?
Yes. Yes.
All right, Miss. All right, Miss Clone. I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
Clone, you're charged with 1 count of battery by simple touch or strike. I do find probable cause. Do we have a victim here?
Doesn't appear so, Your Honor.
All right. I'm inclined to set bond at $2,500 with no contact and separate residences. Anything from the state?
Your Honor, I note that the alleged victim in the case declined to prosecute, so I would respectfully, on this particular case, have no objection to a $500 bond and no hostile contact with the victim.
All right.
Only because he indicated he did not want to press charges.
Defense, I assume you're okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor. No objection.
All right. Bond is set at $500, no hostile contact.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is Chotney Mack.
President approaching.
All right, are you Chotney Mack?
Yes, sir.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Mack. I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're charged with 1 count of petty theft, first offense. I do find probable cause. I'm inclined to set bond at $1,000. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from defense?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, bond is set at $1,000. Good day, sir.
Your Honor, I do believe he has another case.
Ooh, let me see. That is correct. All right, I'm inclined. The other case is driving with a, while license is revoked and driving without a vehicle registration. I'm inclined to set bond at $500 on count 1, $250 on count 2. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, bond is set as I stated. Good day, sir. Next up is Christopher McCall.
President approaching.
All right, are you Mr. McCall?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. McCall, I appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So you are charged with 1 count of battery by simple touching or striking. I do find probable cause. I'm inclined to set bond at $2,500. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from defense?
No, Your Honor.
Bond is set at $2,500. Good day, sir.
Any conditions?
No conditions. Next up is Gregory Sanders.
President approaching.
Are you Mr. Sanders?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Sanders, you were charged with, I'm sorry, I'm going to appoint the public defender to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you were charged with one count of trespass after receiving a warning. I do find probable cause. I'm inclined to set bond at $250 with the condition of no return to the scene. Anything from the state?
No.
Anything from defense?
No, Your Honor.
Bond is set at $250 with the condition of no return to the scene. Good day to you, sir. Next up is Matthew Shett.
President approaching.
Your Honor, it's shite.
Right, okay. You know, people get my name wrong all the time. So I apologize. Mr. Scheidt, I'm going to point the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, sir, you're charged with one count of battery by touching or striking. I do find probable cause. I'm inclined to set bond at $2,500 plus the conditions of no contact and separate residences. Anything from the state?
There you go.
Anything from defense?
Defense will be requesting a one-time return with law enforcement to pick up any belongings, Your Honor.
All right, granted. Sir, no contact means no contact of any kind. You cannot visit, you cannot write, you cannot call, you cannot text, you cannot email. Any attempt to contact the victim will be a violation of your bond conditions. Your bond may be revoked, and you may stay in jail pending your trial. Do you understand?
I understand. Thank you, and good afternoon.
All right, bond is stated, as I stated. Good day to you, sir.
You said 2,500?
2,500. No contact.
Maintain.
Separate residences, one-time return. All right, Henry Bright.
President approaching, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Bright was here yesterday, and I believe this warrant wasn't in the system. He had already been held on the warrants that had already been issued, so he couldn't be held another. He was already at the 48-hour mark, so I set bond on the warrants that he'd been arrested on. Did he actually get released and then picked up on this warrant, or did they pick him up before he left? What was the deal?
This was a different warrant based on a different allegation, Your Honor. This is completely unrelated to the events of yesterday.
I'm saying, did he actually get out of jail yesterday?
Oh, no, he did not.
All right. I do have to deal with a prior bond, though, correct?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. These events occurred before the case from yesterday. It was an outstanding warrant that had been signed, I believe, last night. This was the warrant that there was an issue with.
Yes, Your Honor. In the paperwork, it indicates there were two separate investigations going, so it is in a situation where he got out and violated his condition of release. So they'll just have two separate bonds on the two cases.
Okay. All right. Mr. Bright, I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sir, you're charged with one count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. I'm inclined to set bond at $10,000. Anything from the state?
No contact.
No contact with the victim. Anything from defense?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Bond is set at $10,000. No contact with the victim.
Thank you.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, Spanish.
All right, I think we're ready for our interpreter. I'm going to bring in the interpreter.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Arroyo, State Certified Interpreter.
Good morning, Madam Interpreter. Have you been sworn in yet?
No, Your Honor, I have not.
Ma'am, do you swear to translate accurately from English to Spanish and Spanish to English, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, first up is John Doe.
President approaching, Your Honor.
All right, what is the state asking for in this case? Sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Señor, le voy a designar al defensor público que está al lado de usted para que le represente como abogado. ¿Entendido?
Sí.
Yes.
What is your name?
Indique su nombre.
Edgar.
Edgar what? Edgar what?
Edgar.
Baquedano Charlie.
Perdón.
Edgar Leonel Baquedano Charlie.
Edgar Lionel Bacarano Charlie.
All right, State, given that you've been unable to confirm his identity, what are you asking me to do here?
Ya que la fiscalía no ha logrado confirmar la identidad de él, dígame qué desean hacer.
Your Honor, I'm just going to ask for the standard bond on this type of offense, which is $500.
Su señoría, simplemente solicitamos la fianza normal que se pide en tal tipo de situación.
All right. I disagree. Given his lack of identity, he's a flight risk. Bond is set at $5,000.
No estoy conforme, siendo que no se pudo confirmar la identidad de él, es un riesgo de fuga y por lo tanto fijo la fianza en $5,000.
Good day to you, sir.
Buen día a usted.
Are you using that name? Did he say it or no?
I'm sorry?
Do I need to put that name on the order?
No.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Ruben Izquierdo Lampria. All right. Are you Mr. Izquierdo Lampria?
¿Usted es el señor Izquierdo Ampría?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Voy a designar al abogado al lado suyo para que le represente como defensor público. ¿Entendido?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You are charged with one count of battery by touch or strike.
Muy bien, señor. Se le acusa a usted de un cargo de agresión física por tocar y golpear.
I'm inclined to set bond at $2,500 with the conditions of no contact and separate residences. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from the Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Estoy dispuesto a fijar fianza en $2,500, prohibición de ningún tipo de contacto y prohibición regresar a la vivienda. ¿Algo más de parte de la Fiscalía? No, su señoría.
Anything from defense?
Defense would be requesting a one-time return with law enforcement, Your Honor.
All right, granted. Bond is set at $2,500, no contact, separate residences, one-time return with law enforcement. Good day.
La defensa solicita que sea permitido regresar una vez escoltado por agente policial, concedido. Entonces, fianza de $2,500, prohibido ningún tipo de contacto, prohibido convivencia con la víctima y poder regresar una vez escoltado por agente policial para recoger sus pertenencias. Buen día a usted.
All right. Next up is Jose Miguel Jimenez Leon.
Present, Your Honor.
All right. Are you Mr. Jimenez Leon?
¿Es usted el señor Jiménez León?
Sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Le voy a designar al defensor público parado ahí al lado suyo para que le asista. ¿Entendido?
Sir, you are charged with one count of battery by simple touch or strike with domestic violence.
Señor, se le acusa a usted de un cargo de agresión física por tocar o golpear debido a un asunto de violencia doméstica.
I don't think there's probable cause in this case. It looks like mutual combat, and there's no indication of who threw the first punch. If they didn't throw the first punch, it's not a crime. I'm inclined to ROR it, no probable cause. Anything from the state?
No, sir.
All right. All right, go ahead, Madam Interpreter.
Estoy dispuesto a concederle caución juratoria, ya que no encuentro que existe ningún tipo de indicios de criminalidad. En este caso dado, parece ser que fue un combate mutuo. No sabemos quién fue el primero que tiró el primer golpe. ¿La Fiscalía está conforme con eso? Sí, su señoría.
All right, sir, I want you to listen very carefully.
Señor, le pido que me escuche con atención.
I am finding that the state does not have the right to hold you pending charges.
He determinado que la Fiscalía no tiene el derecho de tenerle a usted ahí detenido mientras que espere qué hacer con la acusación.
That does not mean that your criminal charges have gone away.
Esto no significa que la acusación penal ha desaparecido.
The state may still pursue charges against you.
Es posible que la Fiscalía de todas formas decida proceder con la acusación.
If you receive any notices to appear in court, or any... go ahead.
It's okay, you can go on, Your Honor.
If you receive any notices to appear in court or any instructions from your attorney to appear in court, you must still appear.
Si usted recibe alguna orden de emplazamiento para comparecer ante el juzgado o recibe instrucciones de su abogado que pide que usted comparezca, tendrá la obligación de presentarse.
Do you understand, sir?
¿Entendido, señor? Yes.
All right, good day to you, sir.
Buen día a usted, señor.
To RO.
ROR, no probable cause. Jose Manuel Leon Hernandez.
Present, Your Honor.
Sir, are you Mr. Leon Hernandez?
¿Es usted el León Hernández?
Sir,
Yes.
I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you. Do you understand?
Le voy a designar al defensor público que está al lado suyo. ¿Entendido? Yes.
Sir, you are charged with one count of battery by simple touch or strike with domestic violence.
Señor, se le acusa a usted de un cargo de agresión física por tocar y golpear debido a un asunto de violencia doméstica.
This is the other half of that fight. Same thing, out of find probable cause. Go ahead.
Esta es la otra persona de esa pelea. Es lo mismo. No determino que existe suficientes indicios de criminalidad.
Sir, I need you to listen to me very carefully.
Señor, le pido que me escuche con atención.
I am finding that the state did not have probable cause for your arrest.
He determinado que la Fiscalía no tiene suficientes indicios para el arresto suyo.
That means the state cannot hold you pending charges.
Por lo tanto, esto significa que la Fiscalía no puede tenerle a usted ahí detenido mientras procedan con la acusación.
It does not mean that the state cannot pursue its charges against you.
Pero esto no significa que la Fiscalía no tiene el derecho de enjuiciarle.
The state can still pursue its charges, and if you receive any notices to appear in court or any instruction from your attorney to appear in court, you need to appear. Do you understand?
Y la Fiscalía puede de todas formas proceder con la acusación. Por lo tanto, si usted recibe una orden de emplazamiento o alguna instrucción de su abogado para comparecer ante el juzgado, usted tendrá que personarse ante el juzgado. ¿Entendido?
Sí.
Yes.
Good day to you, sir.
Buen día a usted, señor.
All right, next up is Pedro Lopez Arevalo.
He's present, Your Honor.
All right, are you Mr. Lopez Arevalo?
¿Es usted el señor López Arevalo?
Sí.
All right, sir. I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney today. Do you understand?
Muy bien, señor. Le voy a designar al defensor público que está ahí parado al lado suyo para que cumpla el papel de abogado hoy día. ¿Entendido?
Sí.
Yes.
Sir, you are charged with one count of operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
Señor, se le acusa a usted de un cargo de conducir sin ser titular de una licencia válida.
I do find probable cause.
Y por ello determino que existen indicios de criminalidad.
I'm inclined to set bond at $500 with the condition of no driving a vehicle without a valid license.
Tengo la disposición de imponer una fianza de $500 con tal que usted esté prohibido conducir un vehículo sin licencia.
Anything from the state?
No, sir.
¿Algo más de parte de la Fiscalía? No, su señoría.
Anything from defense?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, bond
¿Algo
is
de
set.
parte de la defensa? No, su señoría.
Bond is set at $500 with the condition of no driving without a valid license. Good day to you, sir.
Muy bien. Se fija la fianza en $500 y habrá esa condición de que usted está prohibido conducir sin licencia. Buen día, señor.
Next up is Francis Perez Jurado.
Present and approaching, Your Honor.
Are you Miss Perez Jurado?
¿Es usted la señora Pérez Parado?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. I'm going to appoint the public defender standing next to you to serve as your attorney. Do you understand?
Le voy a designar al defensor público que está ahí parado al lado suyo para que cumpla el papel de abogado. ¿Entendido?
Sí.
Yes.
Ma'am, you are charged with one count of battery by touching or striking.
Señora, le acusan a usted de un cargo de agresión física por golpear o tocar.
I do find probable cause.
Determinó que existe indicios de criminalidad.
I'm inclined to set bond at $2,500 with the conditions of no contact and maintain separate residences.
Impondré una fianza de $2,500 con la condición que usted está prohibido tener ningún tipo de contacto con la víctima y no puede convivir con la víctima.
Anything from the state?
No, sir.
¿Algo más de parte de la Fiscalía? No, su señoría.
Anything from defense?
Defense will be requesting a one-time return with law enforcement so that she may retrieve her belongings, Your Honor.
All right, granted. Bond is set at, go ahead.
Algo más de parte de la defensa. La defensa está solicitando que sea permitida una vez regresar a la vivienda escoltada por agentes policiales para recoger sus pertenencias. Concedida la solicitud.
Bond is set at $2,500. No contact, separate residences, one-time return with law enforcement. Good day, ma'am.
Se fija fianza en $2,500. Ningún tipo de contacto es permitido. Prohibido la convivencia con la víctima y será permitida regresar una vez escoltada por agente policial. Buen día, señora.
All right, that's all I have for Osceola.
Yes, Your Honor. The interpreter will.
Good day, counsel.